Hi, this is Devashish Das. Here we will learn about various JSONata expressions. So firstly, see that what are the topics that we are going to cover under this session. So we will learn what is JSONata, how to install it, how to use, and what are the JSONata expression. We will explore JSONata Exerciser. Then we will learn about the JSONata expressions. So under JSONata expression, we will learn basic expressions, predicate expressions, while character, numeric expressions, object constructor, query composition, array functions, programming constructs, function execution, string functions, date functions, and finally, object functions. If you wish to watch this specific topic only, then from the description of this video, you can find that section. So let's quickly understand what is JSONata. JSONata is a lightweight query and transformation language for JSON data. Lightweight query means you can use in your application like Node, Python, React, etc. or in web browser very easily, and this will not overburden the server. Transformation language means you can transform your JSON data or can create your own data in different format. How to install JSONata? You can install JSONata from Node Package Manager, and here is the URL. Also, you can use this node command to directly install in your Node application. Similarly, you can install JSONata from Python package index as well, and here is the URL. You can use this Python command to directly install to your Python application. You can find all these URL from the description section of this video. Let me quickly open these URL for your reference. This is the Node package page. Here you can find some more details about JSONata, like installation command for Node and how can you use in your Node application, how can you use in your web browser. We will cover this section in a while, but firstly let's visit Python installation page for JSONata. In this page you can find how to use JSONata in Python. Some basic examples are provided over here. The command how to install in Python and some other examples detailed. Let's visit JSONata repo. This is JSONata Repository where you can find the code. You can map, you can contribute in this section as well if you want. You will get the repository URL from the description of this video. Now let's see how to use JSONata in Node application. I'm going to use Visual Studio Code Editor for creating application. Open Visual Studio Code. Open the folder you want to create the application. I'm going to create in this location. So I'm selecting this location. Now open terminal. Now let me initialize Node package in this location. To do this, use npm command, npm init with -y. This will generate a package.json for you. Now install JSONata with command npm I JSONata. You can find that there is a new folder with the name node_module and there is a subfolder with the name JSONata. Open this and you can check required JS files are automatically loaded here. And within package.json file, a dependency for JSONata have been added with the latest version. This means we have included JSONata package in this location successfully. Now let's create a simple Node application. Create a file with the name app.js. Now copy the sample quick start Node.js application program from npm JSON page and paste under your application app.js. Additionally, add one more line to print the result output here. Our program is ready. Let's save and run this application using npm command node app. and you can find the output, which is 24, which is the sum of 4, 7 and 13. Let's understand the program file. In this program we provide a sample JSON, then we provide a JSON expression, and finally we evaluate the JSON expression and got the result. We will learn about these JSON expression in detail, but before that let me show that how to use JSONata in our web browser. Back to the web browser, and here is the sample JSONata example to use in web browser. Just copy this. Now back to editor and create a sample HTML file. You can create HTML file in other location as well. Open the HTML file, paste the copied content, save it. Open this file in File Explorer, double click on the HTML file, and you can find the text box in your browser, and we can see there is a JSON data, and you can change the value here and click on the button, and you can see it is providing me the value of the JSON name. Let's understand the code in HTML. In HTML page we are using JSONata JS file. Under body section, here is the text area where we have JSON data, and you can see the button which is calling the function, and there is a paragraph where we are showing the output. On the click of this button we are calling function, and in this function we are storing the value of JSON from the text area in the variable JSON. And then we are providing the JSONata expression where we are concatenating word hello with the name, and name will return the value of the JSON value from the text area. And finally we are returning the value in paragraph element. How JSONata expression is returning value? What are the different ways to provide the JSONata expression? Let's understand in detail. JSONata expression. To better understand and test your JSONata expression, let's open the JSONata Exerciser. You can find the link from npm page for JSONata website here. You can type the URL directly. Also, you can find the URL from the description of the video. JSONata Exerciser. There are basic three sections. The JSON section, this is the JSON query section or JSON expression section, and this is the final result or output section. This is the template. You can select multiple template for the JSON testing, or you can provide your own JSON directly over here. From menu option, you can find the document section to know more about the JSONata. And from here, you can select the specific version for JSONata you want to use. Let's start with very basic JSONata queries. Let's select the template address. Now you can see there is a JSON with various elements. If I want to access some specific element, then I can just use the key. For example, if I want to use this Fred, then I have to use this first name. Let me copy and paste it over here. And you can see that I can access this Fred from the first name. Similarly, if I want to access this Smith, which is nothing, it's a surname, then I can use the surname over here. And other properties also we can use, like age. You can access various other elements like address, which is object. And here is other elements. If you want to access these elements, then you have to map by using dot operator and provide the element that you want to access. Similarly, you can access city or postcode. We can access another elements in the similar way like others, and you can access the element. If you want to access any element which is not existing, then you will get no match. If you want to access any element which is having space under that, then you cannot access directly. You have to use backtick for this. Similarly, we can access array, access the element by their index like 0 or 1. To access the last element, you can provide minus. This is the last element. this is the second last element, and you can provide non-existing index as well, so it will return no match. Now let's try to access the element within the array. You can create an array with numbers as a member of copy by just removing this array index. This will provide a result in an array. You can also access in the similar way. If you want to access the first one, this will not provide. To access the first index, you have to use brackets over here. By this you can use first or second or third or fourth, any element from there. One more way to access the item from array is using index. You can see this is the normal array. If you will provide a bracket, this will convert this to an array. You can convert any item in array form. For example, I am using this first name and want to try to convert it to array format like this. So similarly, if want to access the index value of this, then we have to provide the index within array. Similarly, we can access other elements as well, or you can provide the range of the array as well. For example, if you want to access a JSON which is containing the array element only, then how to access those? You can access directly by $symbol. You can provide the index in the similar way, that first element or second element, as well as you can provide the range. You can specify a specific element as well. If you will remove the index section, then it will provide all the types. Now let's see predicate expressions. Just select the template address. Now filter with array element. You can filter by their value, by office, by home, and if you want to specify the member, then you can provide as well over here. Let's see some wild character. Let me copy an object element. By using the wild character, you can access the value. Similarly, if I want to use the postcode, but I know that postcode is a child, so I can provide the wild character as a parent, then it will give me the value of this. But I know there is a postcode which is the child of the child. So to access that, I just need to use two wild characters, and you can find the postcode value for the child and subchild both. Numeric expressions. Let's use custom JSON with numeric array, and let me access this value. Now we can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modular operator. Similarly, we can compare the equalities: less than, equal to, greater than equal to. Also, you can check that whether a specific element is belong to your collection or not. You can use the AND operator as well. Also, you can use OR operator. Object constructor. For this, let me select the address template. Now I can access the array element, which is having 4 elements, and by this way you can create empty object, and the number of object will be same as the number of element in the phone, which is 4. Now you can provide format like type :number, which is a key value pair, and type value will come, then colon, and then after number value. You can see over here. If you will remove this dot, you can group by type. You can convert number as array format. You can construct your own customization format data object. For example, this is the type and this is the value, but I want that there should be my type and my number instead of this type and this number. Then how I can do? I can use my own format like, and now you can see that these values are separated, my number and my value, but I also have to put the dot over here so that I will get the same format as it is in the phone, except only that it's type and this is my type. Query composition. For this, let me select invoice template, and here just remove this. I will explain this later. So what I am doing here, I am multiplying the price and the quantity and showing in the different groups. Array functions. Let me use the custom numeric array. Now I can count the numbers, sort the number in ascending order. Similarly, I can sort by decreasing order. I can shuffle element in any random order. I can remove repeated number and display only distinct number using distinct function. I can sum all the number. I can find the max value. I can find the minimum value. I can find the average value. Also, by using zip function, I can group element from array. For example, to better understand, let me use one array over here, and similarly I am providing another array, and you can see it is combining like this. This is 1 2 3 and 4 5 6. Now it is combining 1 with 4, 2 with 5 and 3 with 6. Similarly, if I provide one more element, 7 8 and 9, then it is combining like 1 4 and 7 over here, then 2 5 and 8 over here, and 3 6 and 9 over here. Now I can append value from one array to another array. Just remove the last array. It is only taking two arrays. Now there is 1 2 3 and 4 5 6, two arrays, one array with combined elements. You can also generate your own array by providing the range. Programming constructs. You can execute multiple expressions and separate them by semicolon within bracket. For example, let me use this invoice one. Remove these sections and provide the semicolon. In the first expression, we are multiplying. Similarly, in the second expression, we can subtract or divide, add value, or we can use the modular operator. All the expression will be executed, but last expression will only show the result. So how can we use this if only last expression will provide me the result? Like any function, we can execute multiple statements, but returning the only one final result. Similarly, we can use it here. Here we can define variable like this, p equal to 10. I am assigning 10 value to the variable p. Now adding semicolon, then using another variable q and assigning value 20. Now if I want to add these two variables, then I have to use p and q, and this will provide me the result 30. This is very basic example for programming constructs. Function execution. Let's understand the function execution, and this will explore more about the programming constructs as well. I'm using a sum function, and under the function we are adding these two numbers, and in the second expression I am calling this function, and this will provide me the result 30. So by this way we can define the function and call the function. String functions. I'm using address template for this. Now I want to add this variable and concatenate this with another variable. Then how I can do? I can use this ampersand operator to add two variables. Here I am concatenating two elements, first name and last name. Similarly, I can use the address street and address city and concatenate these both. But there is one more way or shortened way that you can use. Move this city within this bracket and you can find the same result. You can concatenate static values as well. Now let's write any number. It is returning me the numeric value because I provide the numeric value in the JSONata. Now if I want to convert this to string, then I can do by using $string value within this function. I can provide any double value as well. If you will remove this, this will convert this JSON into a string. You can provide array number to a string as well. Let me use some array string JSON example for this. This is a string array. Now we can convert this string array as well. We can concatenate the string array. You can copy this value and put over here as well and put your own characters or string as well. You can use substring function to get a specific part of the string. You can provide the starting index as well. You can split string and take first part from the split using substring before. Similarly, you can use the substring after to fetch the second part of the value. You can use uppercase function to convert the string in uppercase. Similar way, you can use the lowercase function. You can find the length of the string. You can use the trim function to remove the blank spaces. By pad function, you can provide extra padding. Like here it is the extra space, extra pad by this pad function. Similarly, you can add the extra pad in the beginning of the string as well. Or you can fill the gap of this padding by providing some extra elements or extra string, extra character. Similarly, you can fill the extra pad in the end as well. By contains function, you can check where a specific string is a part of some string or not. Since hello is the part of this string, so it's returning true. By split function, you can split string into array with specific character. For example, I want to split this hello word. So it is splitting in hello and second one is the word. By match function, you can match string by regular pattern and it gives you array with matching index and value. By replace function, you can replace any specific word with some other word. Like if I wish to replace this hello and put my another word like my, then it will replace hello with my, and it should be my word. By using eval function, we can parse and evaluate the string expression like this. We can convert string into base 64 in code using base 64 in code function. Similarly, we can convert string back from base 64 in code using base 64 decode function. Similarly, we can encode the URL using encode URL function, and we can decode the encoded URL as well. And we have the similar function like encode URL component. Similarly, we have decoder for the same. Date functions. To show the current date and time, you can use the function now. This will give you the date and the time. And to convert this date time into milliseconds or in timestamp format, you can use the other function $2 millis and put the date within this function and you find that timestamp or millisecond format. You can find this directly by using millis function. you can check this timestamp value from any online timestamp converter website. Let me open a website. Let me copy this, paste it over here, and you will find the current time. If you want to convert from millisecond to date format using JSONata function, then you can use another function, which is from millis. You can customize the date format like DD, MM, YY, HHMM format as well. So you have to provide the formatter. Like I want to show the month first, then M01, then the date part D01, then year part Y0001, then space. If I want to include R, then H01, colon, minute M01, colon, I want to specify the second, then S01. If you want to show the AM/PM format as well, then you can include P over here. So this is the date format. You can customize like this. Object functions. Let's use the address template for this. You can see there are the keys over here. All the left side values are the keys and this right side value are the values. If you want to list out all the keys, you can use the function keys. See, this is returning all the keys value, but still some keys are not showing over here, which are the child. To include child keys as well, you can use while character over here. Still few keys are missing, so if you want to include all keys, you can use double asterisk over here. If you want to filter value on the basis of keys, you can just use the lookup function and provide the key value like address. So we have covered all the topics we mentioned. Thanks for watching this video. See you soon.